As I record this, there is no estate tax in America. Last year, Congress left intact a bizarre legacy of a 2001 tax law that repealed the estate tax in 2010 and then reinstated it in 2011. Now, to anyone who feels like they pay enough taxes, 1 year's grace may sound like an improvement. It's not. Perversely, the current state of affairs will hurt some middle-class families that ordinarily wouldn't be affected by estate taxes at all. And if you've planned your estate responsibly for 2009 or 2011, your spouse could actually be disinherited if anything happens to you in 2010. Now here's why, and here's what you need to do about it. Under the old law, if you left your heirs appreciated assets, like stock you've owned for a while, your heirs didn't have to pay taxes on the capital gains that built up over your lifetime. As part of this 2001 law, however, this helpful rule has changed. So if your dad dies this year and leaves you a sizable chunk of shares in GE that he's owned since the 1950s, not only will you inherit that tax liability, you'll be left trying to track down the price he paid for the stock, adjusted for 60 years of splits and dividends. A nightmare. The hope is that Congress repeals this ridiculous situation, but until then, the best you can do for your heirs is get your records in order, or if you're the heir, gently ask your parents if they've saved their brokerage statements. Another problem occurs if you use what's called a bypass trust. Until this year, this was a prudent way to protect an estate that was large enough to be taxable. But now that there is no estate tax, the bypass trust could backfire. I'll spare you the details, but bottom line, a trust could inadvertently disinherit your spouse if you die this year, especially if you have children from a previous marriage. Now there is a fix. Call your attorney and ask for an amendment to your trust document. It's simple and it won't cost much. But if you don't get around to it and something happens to you, the estate tax break of 2010 could be a very bad break for your family.